From stories across the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. A very good evening to you. I'm Nitya Sarat Chandra.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Charita Vinaprarachi, and here are today's headlines.
The court orders a temporary travel ban on the employee of the Swiss embassy. The president says the public with disabilities should be completely involved in the development process. The COP committee decided to keep the forensic audit report on the bond scam as classified documents. A complaint lodged with the National Police Commission to conduct a transparent investigation over Dr. Shafi.
Now, in your top story this evening, the court has ordered a travel ban on the employee of the Embassy of Switzerland in Colombo, who was allegedly abducted recently, until she records a statement with the Criminal Investigation Department before the 9th of December. The Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratne issued this order considering a request made by the Criminal Investigation Department. The magistrate ordered the employee of the Embassy of Switzerland in Colombo, Ghana, Barrister Francis, to record a statement with the Criminal Investigation Department before the 9th of December. Senior State Counsel Janaka Bandara said that the ambassador of the Swiss Embassy through the Foreign Ministry has lodged a complaint with the Acting Inspector General of the Police regarding the investigation and has been commenced on this regard. According to the complaint, the employee was abducted on the 25th of October and threatened to reveal information over the issuance of visa to Inspector of Police Nishanta Silva. The CID officers had visited the Swiss Embassy to record a statement from the victim, but the officers refused to provide any information on her. The CID has informed the court that no one had been present at her residence at the time of their visit, and the alleged victim's husband has not reported to work at the private bank in which he is employed, indicating that the abduction of an embassy employee is a severe incident. The senior state counsel said that it is crucial to record a statement from the victim in order to verify the truth of the incident. The State Council also pointed out that the means to uncover the truth over the incident will be missed if the embassy staffer travels overseas and may cause a major backlash on the country. He then requested the court to impose a temporary overseas travel ban on the embassy employee. Considering the submissions, the Colombo Chief Magistrate pointed out the importance of recording a statement from the alleged victim. Accordingly, the Colombo Chief Magistrate imposed a temporary travel ban on the embassy employee until the 9th of December. The Colombo Chief Magistrate ordered CID to inform the Controller General of Immigration and Immigration on the court ruling and a progress report of the case to be presented on the 9th of December. Meanwhile, many revelations have been made from the investigations carried out by the CID from the information obtained from the Swiss Embassy. Accordingly, she had spent close to 2 hours at a residence in Bambalapitiya. The alleged victim has travelled to Bambalapitiya in a vehicle obtained under rent basis. However, according to the information provided from the Swiss Embassy, the alleged victim was abducted while travelling to a leading school in Colombo 7 for a parent-teacher meeting. The statement was issued yesterday by the Foreign Ministry, citing the disparities in certain information regarding the alleged incident.
And meanwhile, the State Minister Kehale Rambukwala has requested parliamentarian Dr. Rajitha Senaratne to provide all the information he possesses over the alleged abduction of the employees of the Swiss Embassy to the Criminal Investigation Department. He made these remarks in a media briefing held today. State Minister Kehale Rambukwala said that according to the parliamentarian Dr. Rajitha Senaratne, the employee of the Swiss Embassy is under depression as a pistol was lodged into her mouth. He said that the parliamentarian must have seen the incident to explain in such a manner, and it is his responsibility to provide information regarding the incident to the law enforcement agency and provide medical treatments to her and obtain the relevant information on behalf of the general public. He said that the parliamentarian is alleging over a potential betrayal of the country. He said that the nation has come together without any discrimination to develop the country through the victory earned in the presidential election. However, he said that several politicians are attempting to discourage this forward march with such acts.
Now, a complaint has been lodged with the National Police Commission by a group of mothers in Kurunegala area today requesting to conduct a transparent investigation against Dr. Muhammad Shafi, who is accused of performing illegal sterilization surgeries while working at Kurunegala Teaching Hospital. The complaint was lodged claiming that the Criminal Investigation Department has failed to serve justice to them. Allegations have been levelled against Dr. Shafi connected to many illegal activities, including earning assets through suspicious means. More than 1,000 complaints have been lodged against him for performing illegal sterilization surgeries. The Kurunegala police have received many complaints in this regard and other complaints against the doctor. However, the group of mothers have claimed that no justice has been rendered to them on the lodged complaints, and former Director of Criminal Investigation Department, Shani Abesekara, who was involved in the investigation, has made numerous influences on them. Dr. Muhammad Shafi was arrested last May 24th under many charges. Subsequently, a 6-member committee was appointed to investigate the charges made against him. The committee was appointed by Secretary to the Ministry of Health, Vasanta Pereira. The interim report of the committee was presented to the Secretary to the Ministry of Health on July 3rd. However, he was managed to be released on bail during the previous government period. In an exclusive statement to the national television, Venerable Aturali Ratanathera said that the relevant authorities should take necessary steps to present the government to serve justice for the victims.
Ambassador of United Arab Emirates to Sri Lanka and High Commissioner of New Zealand expressed their commitment in further strengthening the bilateral relations with Sri Lanka. Top diplomats made these remarks during their respective meetings with President Gotabaya Rajapaksa at the President's office today. Ambassador of United Arab Emirates to Sri Lanka, Ahmad Al-Mullah, met the President and expressed the commitment to further strengthen the bilateral relations and work in a more cooperative manner. High Commissioner of New Zealand to Sri Lanka, Joanna Comtricase, and her delegation extended their best wishes to the President and expressed the commitment to increase mutual benefits between the nations.
Now, the COPE committee has decided to keep the forensic audit report on the central bank bond scam incident as classified documents until the establishment of the next COPE committee. According to the Communication Department of the Parliament, Chairman of the COPE committee, Parliamentarian Sunil Handunethi, has decided to keep the classified records inside the COPE committee secretariat without any disclosure. Parliamentarian Sunil Handunethi said that 5 forensic audit reports are securely kept with the Secretary to the COPE Committee at the COPE Committee Secretariat. He said that the first responsibility of the next COPE Committee would be to seek for legal action based on these documents. Parliamentarian Sunil Handunethi stated that 5 forensic audit reports have been obtained from the Central Bank of Sri Lanka and the documents can only be used by the COPE committee members. In a media briefing held in Mathura today, he said that the reports can only be used for legal action and the reports will be kept classified under the instructions of the Attorney General. The relevant Gazette notification was issued producing the 3rd session of the Parliament with effect from midnight yesterday. It was issued in accordance to the powers vested with the President under Article 70 of the Constitution. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has taken steps to prorogue the Parliament until January 3rd. Now, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that the people with disabilities should be completely involved in the development process of the country. The President made these remarks while issuing a message marking the International Day of Disabled Persons. In an issued message, the President cites that the aspiration of the government and him is to see each citizen live a prosperous life. The message has pointed out that the participation of all persons with disabilities should be ensured in the welfare and development progress of targeting each citizen in the country while identifying their skills and special needs. The President said that physical and policy obstacles should be removed in order to achieve this objective. In the message issued by the President, each person will be benefited in a society ensured by rights. Close to 1.5 million people with disabilities live in Sri Lanka. Programs to provide necessary facilities for them commenced during former President Mahinda Rajapaksha's government. A monthly allowance of 3,000 rupees was given to each family with persons with disabilities. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, in his manifesto, has presented many programs to provide equal opportunity for the disabled persons to broaden their living standards. The main ceremony to celebrate the International Day of Disabled Persons was held at the National Youth Services Council Auditorium, Maharagama. It was held under the patronage of Minister Tharaka Balasurya.
There's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy කියන්නේ අනුකම්පාව, empathy කියන වචනේ තියෙනවා බොහොම ඊට වඩා අලුත් කාර්යයක්. අපි අන් අයගේ ජීවිතවලට එබිලා ඕම් හා එකට බැඳිලා හිතන්න පුරුදු වෙන එක. ඒකයි මේ රටට අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ.
International fashion designer Ascharya Jaikodi said that they never expect empathy from anyone, as there is a distinction between sympathy and empathy. She said that society should realize they are also people, and under the new government she believes that the new initiatives will be taken for the welfare of the disabled persons. The ceremony to celebrate the International Day of Disabled Persons, organised by Western Provincial Social Services Department, was held at the new Town Hall, Colombo, under the patronage of Provincial Governor Dr. Sita Aramepola.
And the Prime Minister's Public Relations Division was declared open today. It was held under the patronage of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksha. The division is situated at number 101 RLD Mel Mawata in the close proximity of Temple Trees. Subsequent to the opening of the Public Relations Division, the Prime Minister said that the coordination between the ministers and state institutes relevant to the general public will be carried out through the Prime Minister's Public Relations Division.
Now, the government has taken steps to provide all necessary facilities for the people affected by the prevailing inclement weather conditions. The Disaster Management Centre said that the process to award compensation for the property damages caused due to the prevailing weather conditions has currently begun.
The affected population has been updated, 4,252 families, 14,468 people been affected with the prevailing situation since few days' time. As per the bad weather situations around the country, and 5 deaths reported, especially 3 deaths been recorded in Valapani and 1 still missing, being found, carried out all the search and rescue missions by the military and the help of police as well. In the full damaged house has been recorded 7 and partial damaged houses have been recorded 314. 29 safety centers been set up as temporary, and 946 families been temporary the accommodated, and they are in people 3,149. So they have been treated with all the relief.
More than 4,600 people of 1,297 families in 7 divisions in Batticaloa districts have been affected from the prevailing flood situation. They've been placed in 5 relief camps. According to reports, another 4,009 people in 1,130 families have been placed with their relatives. Financial allocation worth 528,300 rupees have been extended to the Batticaloa District Secretariat to provide cooked food along with other relief assistance facilities for the flood-affected victims of the area. 10 out of the 32 sluice gates of the Rajangane Reservoir have been opened this morning due to the prevailing inclement weather conditions. Residents in low-lying areas have been moved to secure locations and necessary facilities have been provided. Meanwhile, 2 sluice gates of the Angamua Reservoir in Thambutagama have also been opened. 3 sluice gates of the Udavala Reservoir have been opened. A warning has been made to the residents living on the riverbank of the Valave River with the rising water levels. 4 out of 6 sluice gates of the Kidavaran Kulam tank in Vaunia have been opened. Irrigation Department has said that steps will be taken to increase the releasing water capacity if rain persists. 5 sluice gates of the Muruthavala Reservoir in Virakete have also been opened. Many low-lying areas have been inundated and transportation has been hindered in the area. 200 acres of paddy fields in Nachadu Farmer Project in Anuradhapura have been inundated due to heavy rain. The Kalu Arachigama Vava and Pahala Vava have overflowed due to the opening of the sluice gates of the Nachadua Reservoir. Mahavillachi Reservoir has overflown due to heavy rains in Anuradhapura. Accordingly, many paddy fields in Mahavillachi Ayaya 6 area have been inundated. The water levels of the Tissa Vava have also increased. Several locations in Polonnaruwa Somavati Road have been also inundated and transportation has been temporarily suspended. The Met Department has said that due to the low-level atmospheric disturbance in the vicinity of Sri Lanka, prevailing showery conditions are expected to enhance over northern, eastern, north central Uva and central provinces from tonight. Heavy showers above 150 millimeters are expected.
The United States has donated landslides monitoring instruments to the National Building Research Organization to more effectively manage the risk of landslides in Niggaha Kalutera. The equipment worth 4 million Sri Lankan rupees will enable the NRVO to remote monitor groundwater levels and rainfall in areas at risk for landslides. Sri Lanka is high prone to landslides due to monsoon rainfall, population growth and new construction in the country's hilly interior. As a part of the initiative, engineers and geologists from the U.S. Geological Survey visited Sri Lanka in November to partner with Sri Lanka scientists on the installation and use of the equipment. The instruments will enable NRBO staff to promptly identify areas vulnerable to landslides and avert the loss of life and property. The USGS team also led workshops for NBRO staff on improving the quality of landslides mapping, the use of high-resolution topographic data, and the role scientists can play during disaster response. The equipment installations and the research exchange was supported through the Office of Foreign Disaster Assistance of the United States Agency for International Development. U.S. Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Aliana Betaplit, said that the equipment will enable NBRO to issue targeted regional landslide warnings, which are crucial for rural communities. And meanwhile, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has issued a tweet raising the creative artwork projects carried out by the youth in several cities in the country. In the tweet, the President has said that a strong foundation has been laid to change the course of the future by the youth with the initiative, leadership and teamwork. He has also pointed out that bringing forth creativity as a positive force in the society is symbolic of a productive culture in the making. He has further said that he is proud of these youngsters. A trend has emerged among the youth over street art in the country. So far, youth has covered roads and alleys in Anuradhapura, Kurunegala, Kandy, Gampaha, Badulla, Goal, Mathura, Hambantutta and Mathura.
Now, a special conference with the aim of environmental conservation was held at the Central Environmental Authority Auditorium today. The event, which was organized in accordance to the manifesto of the President, was held under the theme A Clean Country. The main objective of the program is to ensure the cleanliness of the environment through waste management in the country. The program, titled Pivithuru Lanka, was jointly initiated by the Central Environmental Authority and the Ministry of Environment and Wildlife. Local government councillors, municipal commissioners, environmental officials and others attended the conference. Minister S.M. Chandrasena, State Minister Jayantha Samaravira and Chairman of Central Environmental Authority Isura Devapriya graced the occasion.
And meanwhile, leader of EPRLF party Suresh Premachandra says an alternative leadership for the Tamil community will be created under the leadership of former Northern Provincial Chief Minister C.V. Vigneshwaran. While speaking to media, he said that these measures have been taken to build a new broad alliance as the initial steps of this move. The Tamil National Alliance was established in 2001 with the alliance of 5 political parties representing the Tamil community. Leader of Ilangai Tamil Arasu Katchi R. Sambandhan led the establishment of this alliance. The Tamil National Alliance was formed with the union between Tello under the leadership of Selvam Adai Kalaitanathan, Plot under the leadership of Dharmalingam Siddhartha, EPRLF party under the leadership of Suresh Premachandra, and TULF under the leadership of V. Ananda Shankari. Subsequently, EPRLF and TULF parties opted to leave the alliance after escalating disputes with the other parties of the alliance. According to political critics, the Tamil National Alliance cannot be identified as a broad alliance, consequent to split of the allied parties. In the meantime, Tamil Makkal Paravai organization was formed under the leadership of former Northern Provincial Chief Minister C.V. Vigneshwaran. Even though former Northern Provincial Chief Minister had claimed that this organization is not a politically motivated organization, political critics have pointed out that this organization will be transformed into a political party. The Tamil politicians have continued to level allegations against the Tamil National Alliance for deceiving the Tamil community in order to achieve their political agendas. Therefore, the political critics have pointed out the possibility of a potential split in the Tamil National Alliance in the near future. EPRLF party has alleged the Tamil National Alliance for acting on its own without considering the opinion of the alleged parties. EPRLF party has further indicated on the high possibility for Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna to gain majority seats in the parliament from the forthcoming general election. The party has further accused the Tamil National Alliance for reaching the masses with the intent to rob their vote during the election periods. Former General Secretary of Tello N. Srikant said that Tello is working under the Ilangai Tamil Arasu Katchi. Therefore, he said that a new party will be formed for the benefit of the Tamil community. Leader of EPRLF party Suresh Premachandra said that a new party will be formed under the leadership of former Northern Provincial Chief Minister C.V. Vigneshwaran.
Now, the Embassy of the United Arab Emirates in Colombo held a ceremony celebrating the 48th National Day of the United Arab Emirates in Colombo yesterday. United Arab Emirates celebrates its National Day on December 2nd each year, marking the UAE's Union Day between the 6 Emirates, which was followed by the joining of the 7th Emirate Ras Al Khaimah in 1972. The ceremony was held under the patronage of Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to Sri Lanka Ahmed Ali Al Mullah and Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, ministers, parliamentarians and other diplomats also graced the occasion. The UAE is the 6th largest source of foreign direct investment in Sri Lanka and is the largest trading partner in the Middle East, with a trade exchange representing more than half of Sri Lanka's trade with the Middle East.
Two winning numbers may kindly invite for the economy class with
$9 billion last year.
They see the narrow at the Emarat actually one especially.
And with that, we conclude tonight's news. Do it just tomorrow at the very same time. Good night.
Good night.